Got a short video this week. Got an aunt who's celebrating 100 years of life, so we're making a road trip, a family road trip up there to celebrate that event with her. Yeah, I haven't seen any official numbers, but my bet would be that there's a really high number of new riders coming through new rider classes this spring and summer. I believe two things would contribute to this. First, there's an absence of available training for several months due to COVID restrictions and cancellations. I knew and heard from a lot of people who were unable to get into classes. Well, those classes are now being filled by riders who have been waiting to get their license. And second, anytime there's super high gas prices, people look for other more fuel-efficient means of transportation, and motorcycles are usually pretty high on that list. That puts a whole lot of riders out there looking for information on how to become a better, safer rider and to get their license. At least those riders who are more self-aware are doing that. You got some that are just going to hop on it and go and see what happens. So what recommendations do I have for riders who are just getting started? There are a few sources of rider information that are more valuable than the feedback and practice exercises that a rider can get from the forums and the field guide as a member of MCrider. There are several motorcycle training YouTube channels, and many of them offer good information, and they're good rider resources for new riders and experienced riders alike. But there are not a lot of places where you can ask a question and get expert advice back like you can on the forums at MCrider. Did you drop your motorcycle and you want to understand why? You have gravel in the driveway and you need tips? What about something like wearing glasses with the full face helmet? These are just a few of the questions that I've seen asked on the forums and have been answered by rider coaches and experienced riders from all over the world. I'm a member of a new rider group on Facebook. I follow it pretty closely. I keep a close eye on what's happening on a Reddit forum as well for new riders. So much of the information found there is incorrect, and I used to try to answer some of those questions on the platforms by linking to videos on MCrider. Those videos have been blocked by the admins of those groups as self-promotion. It's their group, so they can do what they want to with it, even though the videos were a direct answer to the rider's question and provided good, sound information. And I fully believe that they had good intentions, but in a lot of respects, new riders are being misled or told misleading or downright false information from other riders who have no more information than the person asking the question. Proper technique and having accurate information is important when it comes to riding a motorcycle, and the forums and the field guide are a great source of accurate rider information. The forums on MCrider help solve a lot of those problems. Professional riding instructors provide good feedback to riders on the forums. The forums are self-correcting because someone will chime in, we'll have a good discussion, and we'll get that area worked out. We'll get the conversation back on track because we've got enough experienced riders and rider coaches to recognize bad information, and we'll correct it rather than promote it like I've seen on Reddit and that Facebook group. The second thing a new rider needs is continued practice or skill building. Once you get out of the class, your learning has not ended. In fact, so much gets thrown at you in a 2-day period, it's impossible to remember all of it. Depending on the size of the new rider class that you are in, you may have or may not have had adequate time to practice a new skill in class before moving on to the next skill. Everybody learns at a different pace. But one of the bad things about having a large group class like that is you kind of have to keep things moving with the group. You can't always slow down for an individual rider. Riders may be able to pass the riding eval at the end of the day, but they still struggle with certain aspects of riding. So it's only natural to need time to process that information, ask questions, and then practice those skills on your own time, on your own motorcycle, in a parking lot, away from the pressure and away from traffic. That's what the field guide does. The field guide is a special part of the forums that has nothing but training exercises that you can practice on any open parking lot. You'll get a diagram of the exercise, instructions on how to run it, tips and common rider errors for that exercise. You'll also get a video that demonstrates the skill to show you exactly how it's to be performed. So my advice to new riders, make sure that the information you're given comes from a reputable source, and then continue to build on the skills that you learned in the new rider class from instruction that's developed to help you build those skills and help you become a better rider. Field Guide has start and stop exercises, emergency braking, brake and escape, swerving, cornering exercises, and more, all developed to be practiced on your own motorcycle on an empty parking lot at your own pace. In addition to what you get back from membership, it also allows you to pay it forward, because your membership is how I'm able to release these videos on MCrider. It allows you to pay it forward to that next group of new riders looking for riding tips on YouTube, because you truly allow me to do what I do here on MCrider. Your support makes all this possible, and a lot of riders have been helped by the forums and the Field Guide. It's a great platform. So if you've not become a member, I hope you'll consider doing that this week. So since it's been a short video this week, I want to offer 10% back. So all new members can use the coupon code. You'll see it down here at the bottom. You can use that coupon code when you check out. You could save 10% off an annual membership. So not only do you get free months as an annual member paying up front, but this week only, I'll allow you to save an extra 10%. This will be good until next Friday's video comes out. So use the coupon code below when you check out, and you'll save an additional 10% off an annual prepaid membership. Till next week, guys, this is Kevin with MCrider. I'll see you on the road.